don't give us... Oh, hey, see? It's done. There it is. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Friday Facebook Live. Clearly, we do not have Reagan today. She had her birthday yesterday, so I think she took a holiday break.
Happy birthday.
Yes, but happy
Cheers.
birthday, Reagan. Big 23.
Woo.
I know.
My youngest child is older than 23.
Oh, well, you can give her a lot of advice.
Right.
Yeah. So we, this is Mary Ropp.
Hi.
Did I say that? I don't know
Hi.
if I said that. We were talking beforehand, so I don't know if I said. This is Mary Ropp. She is currently the Director of Sales and Marketing for Flat Branch Mortgage, but she has a very impressive history. And
Jaded
of a lot of things. And so we are very excited to have her on, and we'll explain why and all the connection of like, why is Mary Ropp on your Facebook Live? But first we're going to go quickly just over our events for May because just a recap, we have them now, almost all of them on our website. And so this coming Monday, we have a feedback welcome. Ooh, you should try to come to that sometime.
Monday?
Yeah, so Mondays from 10 to 11 we have a feedback welcome.
Sometimes I work during the day, but I mean, it would be awesome to come.
Yeah, well it would be, they might want to buy a home sometime.
Maybe.
Someday.
Be
Yeah,
good.
that's how that'll go.
I could wear my name tag.
Yes, oh of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Smart, it's your sales. Duh. This Monday we have Laura Pieper with Bloom Bookkeeping. She's going to present, and then next week we have Jesse Walters with Camacho Coffee, which is what we're drinking right now.
This is it?
Yeah, I
don't think
it's...
I've had it.
Oh, well, I hope it's good.
Okay, it's good. It's very good. You should get some.
Yeah, it's delicious. We get it in 5-pound bags.
How do I go get it?
You go to CamachoCoffee.com, and you can either, if they have subscription, or he'll deliver it for free. He's bringing us
So I
bag.
could just get it delivered up to my house regularly like a subscription.
Yeah.
Like my dog food.
Yeah.
That's how we get our dog food.
Yeah, I mean, nobody has time for going to the grocery store.
I don't have time.
The last time I went and got dog food at, Lizzie and Rocco's, I almost came home with a stray cat.
No, that's the one reason I don't go and get dog food.
I told Sean, and I was like, so we went, Ellie had to go to the bathroom, and there was a cat in the bathroom because it was like just wandering around.
Bathroom?
Well, they had like a litter box in a little house, but to keep it in there. And I told Sean that we brought it home, and he believed me. So for like 3 days.
Because she has brought other things home.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
So he totally believed me that I got a cat, and I was like, it's really nice. It doesn't shed. It's very...
No cats. I
hypoallergenic.
sneeze with cats.
Oh, Sean says he's allergic, but I think
that's what
his
he
mom says
says.
he's
He
really
says.
not. But Ellie was like, Mom, bring that kitty home. I'm like, ask Dad. So, like, we sent a voice memo to him, and I was like, hey, Ellie, tell Dad what we did today. And she goes, Dad, we got a cat. And I was like, well, that worked out perfect. We're just going to go along with that. So
When Greg and I first met, he had a cat, big cat. It was a huge cat, and that cat didn't like me. And that's when I knew that I wasn't a cat person.
Nice. I mean, cats' intuitions are pretty good. So,
Yeah.
But
I don't
clearly
know.
Greg chose well because you're still here.
The cat died before we got married, I think.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, that's so good. No, I'm fine. Mary's like, how does this work? And I was like, it just does. We don't know. We don't know where it's going. So we have Jesse Walters on the 7th. And then on the 10th, we have the amazing Kelly Howe with Kelly Howe Coaching. She's going to come in and teach EFT, which is effective, I think. Reagan always knows this one. Effective freedom technique.
Okay, because I looked at that, and I saw electronic funds transfer.
I mean, that would... Yeah, she doesn't teach that. No.
It's different. I thought, I
But
don't know
that's
her.
good that you read it.
I barely.
Mary
It's
was really
written large.
nervous. Hi, there's my friend Holly. Hi, Holly.
Nice.
Mary was like, do I have to read anything? Because I'm going to have to put my cheaters on, and I don't want to.
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Ever.
So I have all these notes. She has no idea what they are. But she's going to come in to talk about how to reduce stress fast. So that is Thursday, May 10th from 11:30 to 12:30. And then on the 17th, we have our second, Women in Biz panel. And this one's going to be talking about like those that have found their passion and that are actually like working in their passion, which is very exciting. And so we have, that's May 17th from 5 to 6:30. So from 5 to 5:30 is going to be like networking and drinks and snacks, and from 5:30 to 6:30 is the panel. We have Cindy Scott, Jennifer Scott. I always keep wanting to say Heydrich, her maiden name. Carolyn Paris, and then Kelly Gillian with Plume. So super excited about that. Only 20 seats available because we like to keep it intimate, but also that's all our conference room can hold.
Do you ever hear someone else's passion? They tell you their story and everything, and then you want that passion too. Like you want to start being an artist, or like because they're so passionate and they can sell it. Like they get so hopped up about what they're doing that all of a sudden now, well, I can paint.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's only because I have grown to really know what my strengths and my weaknesses are.
Good for you.
And anything creative. Like I want to know how to code.
This is creative. This is.
Yeah. But like I can just talk. Like I can talk to a wall. And so it's very easy for me.
Sure
I cannot paint. I see what you did there. Yes. You were more than a wall.
Good.
And have way more feedback than the wall does. Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, like when I like deal with Colin Bunch with Ready and SBTDC, and all these people are like developing games and like creating everything like through code. I'm like, I need to learn how to do that. And then I'm like, no, I don't, because that's not my thing. And then I realized really quickly that I don't have time to learn to code, and I just don't care.
Yeah. Well, so learning to paint would be really fun. Well, I bet you it's way more work than it looks like it is.
I'm sure. Just like everything. Like people think owning a
she
small
probably
business
went to school and everything and learned like the real fundamentals of like.
Well, probably.
If you put two colors together, like the color that it makes, she probably knows that stuff.
Yeah, probably. I don't. Sean does. He'll be like, "What's this?" I'll ask Ellie, and I'm like, "Yeah, Ellie, I don't know." Like, yeah, I am not going to be able to teach that one. Well, and I think for Cindy, so Cindy owns Two Rooster Artistry. And hi Jennifer, welcome. Jennifer Dick, you know her? She's a realtor.
Yes,
yeah. They're mortgages. But like you finish with this amazing creation, and if somebody was like, that's terrible, like that would be scary feedback.
That happens.
Yeah. I mean, people walked in here, they're like, not my thing. I'm like, okay.
Because haven't you been to a museum or something and like really important painters and you don't know what it is?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I've done that.
I have no
I'm not really sure what that is on the wall right there.
Well, I don't either. That's why I hired Jesse Bodine to pick it out, because it's pretty. Terrible. It's really pretty. We went to an art thing, and Ellie was with us. It was Laura and I. It was one of the first Fridays downtown, and it's that art gallery that's down there. I don't know what it's called, sorry. But we were looking at it, and I was like, Ellie, what do you see? And she's like, a fish. And I was like,
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't, but if you do, that's great. So then we have on May 23rd from 11:30 to 12:30, we have Tia Hopper with Tia Hopper Consulting, and she's going to talk about, how to map out content the correct way. So for social media, which you can, like, that's a whole nother job, and you can get sucked into it and spend a lot of time. And so she's, I know, helped us kind of lay out what we need, like do a blog here, do a video here, like don't have all of the same thing grouped together. So it's nice to have like a third set of eyes to have that. So and especially like small businesses, you don't have time to be on social media all day, and so come learn from Tia.
It is fun though. I mean,
it is.
I like it.
Oh, social media?
Yeah,
I like it, but you can get like sucked into it.
I know it, but that's like how I can see my nieces playing volleyball.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
I love that.
No, I meant like
you can
like
get sucked
scheduling
in.
your content.
Oh, that.
Yeah, not just looking. And yes, I get sucked into that too. Yes. Oh,
sorry.
Emily asked if we coordinated our blue. We didn't. But I mean, I think
she should have known I was going to wear blue. Everyone knows it.
I'm a blue person too.
Ooh, blue. Mm-hmm. I like it.
I learned that Ann Tuckley did our house because, again, not my thing. And she said, surround yourself with the colors that you look good in. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, for you, it's blue. And I was like, thank you. And so like that's like the hues in our house. So yeah.
My hubby's favorite color is blue too. So can you picture our house? It would be all blue.
Yes. We have like some grays that have like blue undertone, and which.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh man, yeah. but
like it.
I didn't know that one color could pull out 17 others. Like, no. Like a brown.
Well, see, there's
and a
that art
green
thing
and
again, and that, yeah.
Not my thing. Green and yellow make, I don't know.
Green and yellow, I don't think that's too, why are you doing this?
I don't know.
They make green yellow.
To show green and yellow. I don't know.
Light green.
Anyways, that's why we're
Why
not
did you-
artists. I don't know. I told you.
I want to come up with two colors that make something, though. I'm trying to think. Isn't
red
like,
and white make pink.
Yes, good.
Simple. That's good. That's about. We should probably stop there.
Advanced.
Yes. So then on May 31st, so May 31st, we haven't put this one out there, but it's like a spring fling, but it's only for members and sponsors. So sorry, general public, unless you want to join before then.
Plenty of time.
We have, yes. Yeah.
How long does it take to join? Like
35 seconds.
Oh, 35.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to tour,
Well, you
it might take
definitely
5
have
minutes
time
and 32 seconds.
from now
Yes.
until 5:31.
Yeah, and we are open 8:30 to 5, so there's plenty of 35 seconds in there.
Yeah.
Seconds is that a word? I don't think so. So we have our spring
Why are you
fling.
being so quizzical?
Well, because it makes me feel very smart whenever you don't know the answer.
Great.
So we are gonna have our members and the sponsors. We're just gonna do a lunch. We talked about doing like a baked potato, sweet potato bar, simple. bunch of food.
You must have young people here that eat potatoes.
Well, sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah.
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. I don't know. It's simple. It's either that or taco bar, which you can never go wrong with a taco bar.
Never go wrong
Never
with a
go wrong with
taco bar. Is it on a Tuesday? No,
Thursday.
so
Taco
Taco Thursday
Thursday.
doesn't have the same.
No,
Doesn't have the same.
but neither does Potato Thursday. So I don't really know what we could do. But we're having a spring fling, so it'll be lunchtime. It'll be fun. A little networking, a little thanks
How
to
do you
our
be a
members and
sponsor?
sponsors. So we have sponsorships. We have sponsorships for here between like 500 and 10,000.
Jump
Hey,
on that.
girl. You can like name a room. You can
Ooh.
name yeah,
Chair.
right?
A rug.
Yeah, we need some like desks and stuff upstairs in our mezzanine. So
Okay.
if somebody wants to make that look great,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really like the goal of our sponsorships are to get businesses connected with our members and
Sure,
build that know,
okay.
like, and trust to be able to advertise, but not in like a overly sales way. But to like
Why
I said,
not overly sales way?
we'll talk about that in the book that Mary's written.
I don't
But-
think many people know about the sponsor opportunities.
Probably not, because I talked about them beforehand before we opened, and then we got open and. Well,
Boom.
yeah,
And life happens.
it does.
Business happens.
Yeah,
That's good.
But we've gotten a couple over in like Liberty Family Medicine had
Nice.
came in and they're
Okay.
like, "You're our target market," and
perfect.
so
See?
yeah. So if you
Very
want to reach
good.
our target market, yeah. So you get to you get to do events.
We get to come to this.
Yeah, you get to come
The
to the
Spring
Spring
Fling.
Fling, the potato bar. Don't miss
Thursday.
that. Yeah, it's worth every penny of your sponsorship.
Potato day.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't sound good either.
We'll
We'll
figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have Reagan. Reagan, you work on our
She's
potato
not
bar.
supposed to be watching. She should be busy.
She's probably like, So yeah, okay. So now we're gonna get into why Mary's here and who Mary is. If you don't know her, if you don't know Mary, you haven't been in the community. I don't feel like.
It'd be fun to get to know someone, though, if they want.
Yeah.
I like meeting people.
Oh yeah, you are very much a people
It'd be
person.
fun.
Yeah. So when I had spent probably 3.5 years in my own head, and then in Sean, and then my friends and family, the ones that love me and that will tell me nice things, like kind of talking about the idea of the hatchery and figuring out, is it a thing? Is it not a thing? Is this crazy? And so finally one night, I told Sean, I was like, listen, I'm going to reach out to a woman here in town, mentor of mine. Like anytime she's in a room, she like is in the room, and
You're sweet.
welcome. No, it is true. And anything that you're a part of, I feel like you do it and you do it 100%. Like there's no half-assed Mary Ropp. I don't feel like.
No, it's full.
Says the chair. So we so I very much like she was at the Bank of Missouri, and so that's where we bank, and I just was always very impressed, and we'll talk about a little intimidated because she seemed like she had her shit together, and I didn't. And so I told him, I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take my idea to Mary Ropp, and I'm gonna see get some honest feedback, because that's what I needed. That's what I looked for, because like I said, I had heard great things from friends and family, but they loved me a lot. Thank you very much for loving me also. And so I went and I was like, Mary, did I bring Ellie with me?
No, it was a serious appointment.
It was. I didn't even. I got a sitter for it.
Yeah.
Because I think she was like 3 months old.
It was serious.
It was like, here's the thing. And I told her my idea, and I was like, I need very honest feedback from somebody that will give very honest feedback. And she said, Mary, stamp of approval, which thank you. And now we're sitting in here.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
It's really well done.
Thank you very
so
much.
Good. It's fun. It's a good environment. Plus, there's so many smart minds, and you can feel it when you come in.
Oh.
Like I wrote a blog while I was waiting. That's how you're inspired.
Oh, yeah. She hatched a new blog.
Don't get excited.
Terrible puns. Well, yeah. So that was a big deal, and like the other thing is that she took my like small idea, and she was like, "Well, you need to have a printer and a fax machine, and you need to do this, and you need to have that." And I was like, "Okay, we're getting a little bit big here," but the thinking of it was like, if you're gonna have somebody there, because this is when we were like 99% like women that work from home with kids. She's like, if you're gonna bring your kid and do some work, why would you not be able to print something or staple something or mail something? Very true. Yeah. So it was also good to get ideas and feedback. And so, so it worked out. Mary's in town, which she's never in town. Reagan's gone. And I was like, she has also a book that we're gonna talk about that she doesn't talk about very much. And so, so let's start out. Where'd you come from? Like, what's your story?
Where'd I come from?
Beside your mom.
Hatched. Where was I hatched?
Yes, yeah.
No, actually, my mom is an awesome, amazing woman. I think I got a lot of my tenaciousness from my mom. My mom had 8 kids, 7 girls and 1 boy, so I have 6 sisters.
Gosh.
And so the tribe, really, I mean, you had to get out there, or you weren't in the car. Like you might not have been in the car if the car left. Or,
Do we have all 8 of you?
Yeah,
looks like it.
So, my husband and I moved from Michigan. Mm-hmm. So my family's originally from Michigan. We're a military family, so we're really all over the country. Mm-hmm. But I came here because of really the demise of the automotive industry, and our kids were in college, so we were free.
Oh.
Free.
Because you have 2 kids?
Yes. Andrew and Hillary, they're perfect now. I know you talk about kids a lot, and I have so many kids' stories that they're old enough to hurt me now, so I'm afraid to talk about them. But my kids are really great. Andrew is in the Air Force, and he is stationed in Florida at Eglin Air Force Base. And my daughter Hillary is in Kansas City.
She just bought a house, right?
Yeah, I'm leaving today. I took today off of my day job to, my husband and I are going to help them move into their new home in Overland Park. And she's pregnant with her second. So this will be my 4th grandchild. I have 2 grandchildren in Florida. And I can't even tell you, I'm a way better granny than I was a mom.
My dad says that, and he's like, I actually enjoy much more
I like
to be
him,
a grandpa
I
than
like
dad.
them a lot more.
Oh yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Well, you can give them back.
They like me more too, I think.
Well, probably.
Yeah. And there's 4 of them, so there's more love too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh.
So
is it kind of like having kids? Like when I think about if we have another kid, which I don't know if I can handle that. Like if we have another kid, like how do you, like, do you have more love to give? Does it feel the same for grandkids?
We talked about this one time because my mom always said there are so many kids when I was growing up that the house always had room. It could always expand, and that's the same with your heart. There's always room. That's just how God made it. It can expand, and there's special places, and your whole heart can be for one child or for many children. So I have a heart that expands a lot because I'm looking forward to many grandchildren.
Yes. I read somewhere that, I think it was in like your CBT interview, and you said like, what is a regret? And you said to have more kids, because more kids equal more grandkids.
Yeah, like the multiplier effect, which is goes with sales too. Greg Ropp wasn't hopped up about the Moore kid thing,
No.
but my maiden name is Moore also, so I thought it would make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
More is better than less.
It is. It is. Props to you. I don't know if I can handle another Ellie. Whew.
You never have the same kid.
Very true.
Honestly, I mean, she could be a diamond, man. You don't
she
even
could
know
be
what
a
the
diamond or
second.
she could be wonderful.
Right.
And if this is wonderful, I can't imagine the stories I would have with like.
I just always think about it, so not to make anybody who has a single child feel bad or anything.
You're not gonna make
but
me feel bad.
I want her to be an aunt or an uncle. I want her to
Yeah.
have that love. Like you have nieces and nephews.
I do. Yeah.
And how do you feel about them?
I
Like
love
she
them.
wouldn't have that feeling. She wouldn't
Yeah.
have that unless she went adopting. And hey, you can do that. There's always ways.
She's got
So-
cousins and friends.
There you
like
go.
Holly. I'm like, oh, Carolyn Paris, hello.
Uh-oh.
I saw you last night too. She was at the women's pitch. She was
Hey,
a
we're
judge.
hooking up. We're having breakfast. I think it's Monday.
That I would love to be a fly on the wall. There, that'd be.
She's
a great
so smart.
conversation.
Carolyn, you're so smart.
You are, and so kind.
Yes.
Okay, so had 2 kids, moved to Missouri.
Yes, and because my husband got a job here, I didn't really have a job right off, but then David Keller took a chance on me, and I started working for the Bank of Missouri, business development, trying to earn business to the bank. It was a rather new bank to the market, and so we grew the bank for many years, and then they thought that was enough growing for the bank. And parted ways a little bit.
Yeah.
I just love all of my friends at the bank. I miss them greatly. I still bank there, so it's just fine.
Yeah. There we go.
And I now had a great opportunity. Jim Yankee asked me to come work for him, and I do marketing and web. I'm responsible for driving leads to the company, as well as growth of the company into new markets, and it's
You
really
guys have
fun.
expanded a lot.
Yeah. When I started, we were in 5 states, and we're now in 14
Dang.
states. Yeah, so
They
it's
probably like you and what you do.
probably I bet you I got 51% on my
Well,
side.
that's good. Majority. That's all it takes.
You never know.
Yeah. But then whenever you raise kids, and I just want to do this because we do have a following of like a lot of parents, a lot of moms,
Yeah.
and I think that this industry needs help. But
Industry of what?
Well,
That's
that's what I'm getting
parenting
to.
or whatever.
Well, that too. No, we can all use help every day on that. But what did you do as you were raising your kids?
Oh, yeah. Direct sales. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went to a Pampered Chef party, and I was watching that lady, and this is a terrible way to be, but it's me. I was watching her, and I just said, yeah, I would have said this if I were her. She should have talked about that. And I just, like, in my own little world, first time I'd ever been there, never saw the product or anything. And
I can do so much better. No, I'm just kidding.
Totally. That's what went through my head. I went home and, I spent a bunch of money and went home and I told my husband, like, I should do this because, like, I could kill it. Mm-hmm. And so he was like, when? What? Huh? And I went, oh, don't worry, it'll be fine. Which is, he goes along with so much. He's such a great guy. My husband.
Is
Greg,
so
shout out
back,
to Greg Ropp. Who stays as far away from me as he can when I'm hatching ideas.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So I literally called the lady and said, how do I do what you're doing? And she's like, really?
I would say, like, that was probably like the best phone call she's ever gotten because that never happens.
Yeah. So I actually created a team and built a business. I worked for the Pampered Chef for 19 years.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Kitchen's probably stocked.
Oh, I'm actually a good cook. Although the day that I retired from the Pampered Chef, I also retired from cooking, and I literally stopped cooking. I didn't cook anything for probably like 2 or 3 years because I would do 4 shows a week, and so I'd cook for my family before I left, and then I'd cook for 20 people. The difference is your family will go, "What's this? What's in this?" 20 people in a room that you're cooking for, mostly women.
Right.
nothing but gratitude. Oh, this is so good. This is so good.
Because they
Can
didn't
I
have to
more?
cook.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
so and I did the dishes.
Right.
They're so thankful.
Yeah.
So it was a great job. I loved it. I had a wonderful team. I had wonderful friends who I still just enjoy and love. I got to go and do training for the company all over the country. It was really fun. It was really fun. And then I said, I'm really tired of working at night. I think that I should, try a day job.
Yeah.
The Pampered Chef was sold to a Berkshire Hathaway company, and I was really interested in the stock market because of the cost of buying shares of the Pampered Chef.
Oh, yeah.
And that is how I became a licensed banker with JP Morgan Chase, which is where I started my banking career.
Interesting.
And so I started advising people on, stocks and bonds, which was weird.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I know a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hi, I'm Mary Ropp. I was in Pampered Chef, but now I will help trade stocks and bonds.
Yeah. You can always learn more. I like learning things. Yeah.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
I need to know like the top layer so I don't look like such an idiot.
Yeah.
And then I'm good. Then I'll be like, and then I'm gonna pass this on to somebody that knows all about it.
Well, there are so many
Hi,
experts.
Sandy.
That can
Hi,
do it better.
Shannon. We got some people for you. Look at you bringing in the viewership.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And so now you not only do sales and marketing for Flat Branch, but you also have a blog, Mary Ropp Sales.
Yeah.
And hi, Shannon. She said hi if you can't
Hi.
read
I
that.
cannot read that.
I have to just read it to Mary. So if you comment, I'll have to repeat it to Mary. And then you also have written an ebook.
Yeah. Well, so I don't know how everyone feels about bankers in the financial industry, but sales are...
I think they like people like sales as much as they like bankers. They're intimidating.
It's not something that you think goes together,
No.
Processes and, debits and credits, important things like that. That's what's important to bankers.
Numbers, yeah.
Paying on time.
Profit's good.
They like people who pay back their loans, little things.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of sales that happen in a really fun way. And I wanted to, in a way, document my processes. And so I just started writing blogs. And blogs were perfect for me because I got to be funny and use my family stories and things that were important to my heart, but also share processes that, I say those exact words. I use those exact words and I do them over and over and over and over. And that's why I think it works.
Right.
So I just wanted to document it, and blogging really worked for that.
Yeah.
And one day, my daughter said to me, well, you have enough blogs, they could be chapters of a book.
Bing.
Should I do that?
Yeah.
Should I have a book?
How was that, like, mentally? Like, did you feel...
No, I'm not going to write a book. That's
No.
what it was. That's how it was.
Yeah.
No.
But you did.
Well, because it
So
was
how
smarter.
was that?
It was long. It was a long transition. It
Yeah.
was. At first, there was like a wall. I was not writing a book. I was just blogging because I was just putting down my processes.
Right.
And then I realized that to build a relationship that is evergreen, that goes on and on, is truly different than a process.
Right.
And so I wanted to share how I start from nothing to that evergreen relationship.
Yeah.
And so that really was a book. It wasn't just
It was like
it wasn't
a journey.
500 word blog.
Right.
And so I started writing that journey. And I always have little funny sayings.
You do. Well, in it, like, she takes you through the process of going through, like, junior high to, like, having a kid and getting married. And it's hilarious because it's so relatable, which I think is the best part of it. Because, it's relatable. And it's not like, this is what you do. But it's sort of comparing to, like, a junior high dance.
Yeah.
Which
Super
totally,
awkward.
Yeah.
Super.
And we talked about this, like, just real quick. Awkward in middle school now is not awkward even when I was in school. Like, we didn't have YouTube tutorials on how to do your makeup or your hair or anything.
Oh, there's Jamie.
And, yeah, she's a member. Yeah. And yeah, now it's like you girls look so much older and have so many resources, and I think that they need to go through that awkward stage to appreciate.
Well, if you can imagine, my mom didn't have a lot of time to spend on me for my dance, so part of that's good though, because you can kind of sneak a little bit in, like the lip gloss. She doesn't know, or maybe she does know, but
she's probably like, if that's the worst that Mary's doing, we're good.
Yeah,
it's lip gloss. Yeah.
And then you probably had to borrow something from your older sister's closet that she didn't know about,
right?
So, she's not going to watch this. So yeah, I think most people feel very awkward when they are conducting sales.
Absolutely.
And so I try to make it funny and relate it to something else that you did live through. Right. Everyone, if there's someone that didn't go to a junior high dance, I can give you another awkward thing. Yeah. But that's probably something everyone did. Yeah. And so everyone can relate to it, and that is how awkward it is. It's so bad.
It is, yeah. It's like a middle school dance, first date. Like it's that's exactly right. Like if they can relate it to something that they went through, and you're like, and then you say that to somebody, and they're like, this totally is going to be like a first date. I do that with like B&I one-to-ones. I was like, so this is going to be like our awkward first date. Like, what's your favorite color? What sign are you? Like, I mean, I don't really, but sometimes. But yeah. I
always think it's kind of can I jump to something else?
Yeah.
So I always think it's really funny how people have a hard time with objections when you're doing sales. I don't know if this is the time for me to mention something like this.
Go for it.
So I always have people, if I call them, and I've done my research, I know who I'm calling, what's going on.
That's part of in the book.
I'll show you. So they always say, "Oh, I'm not interested in your product or process or whatever I'm selling," and I'm like, "Oh, wow. I just wanted to meet or talk a little bit before we got married. I'm not ready to jump in bed with you, but I mean, if you're already at that stage, I mean, wow, I just want to talk." And they're like, "Oh, you just want to talk." So, objection.
Really, it puts it back on them. Like, so
come on, chill. Let's just meet. Yeah. What's the big deal? Like, we don't. You might not like me, and I might not like you,
and that's fine. And that's what I have on there is like being okay with that.
Yeah. Not everybody likes each other.
No.
I don't know. Maybe there are people out there that like everybody, but this is not natural.
I think you can like be respectful and still not like, I really don't want to work with that person. Like, you can just not mesh. And I think that even businesses, it's hard for them on the objection part to be like, they said no and they're mad. And it's like, it might not have been somebody that you really wanted to work with, or they say yes to somebody that they really don't want to work with because they're afraid that they may not get another customer.
It's just, there's so many reasons though that people don't do business at that moment together. And it's business. It's not personal.
Right.
And there's so many people who do want to do business together.
Right. Yeah.
So don't get worked up.
That's like a good line. Just like
don't get worked
simply.
Up. Is that
and
my
like
next blog?
Everything.
Don't get worked up.
Yeah, don't get worked up. And like anything, like life, anything. Yeah. And so first off, how you talk about the writing process. Where can you buy it?
Oh, it is for sale. So it's an ebook. I know. So I made my children buy the book, and I've promised to pay them back.
Oh my gosh.
So that's bad. But yes, you can buy it at maryroppsales.com.
We'll link it for you.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Ooh. And the title, there's only one book on there, but if you get confused, the title is Cheeks in the Seats.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of my thing. Yeah, I think that's the first step.
Yeah.
Get some cheeks in the seats.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. And I think that like I feel like everybody is in sales, and most people are like,
no, I'm not.
I'm not. Like you are. If you represent your business or another business, you are in sales. It drives me crazy. Do you ever get this? Like, I did direct sales for a while, and I'd be like, you'd be good at this, and they're like, you're really good at sales. I'm not good at sales. And I'm like, ugh. Like, do you get that a lot? With just anything, or like when you talk to people, like.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, sales is a dirty word.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't like it, and I love it. I say it out loud. I'm proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's an industry that is hard for a lot of people. So they're, I think less than 1% of the world has run a marathon, and I think fewer have actually said that they like sales. So
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think it's become a dirty word?
The rejection that you get repeatedly, the crossed arms, the sitting back, and it's hard when people tell you no a lot. But the fact is, if you're bread, if you sell bread, people eat bread. People are going to eat bread.
They are.
If you sell shoes, people wear shoes. They're going to buy shoes. Houses, whatever it is. If you sell coffee cups, whatever it is, people are going to buy it. So it's just finding the right time, the right moment, the right conversation, the right price. It's just finding all of those pieces that hook together, and it's just a puzzle.
Yeah.
So sales to me isn't something mysterious.
Right.
It's just something to figure out how it's going to work best for people.
And I think that's probably where it's missed, is like taking the time to get that first meeting, to find out what they need, what they like with what they're doing now, and having that conversation. Yeah. Instead of just jumping in, like you had said before. Hi, Kara.
Lots of people just jump in.
You're jumping in, and then it's like, nah, buy this, and you're like, I don't need that.
Yeah.
And also thinking, most people know I'm obsessed with meeting people and networking, because it's like, okay, if you don't need what I need or what I sell, like, what else do you need, and how can I help you do that? Yeah. And I think that's like
one of the things I talk about in the book is when people realize that I could actually sell for them if they would just meet me, and they didn't think about that part.
Of course.
If we have a good meeting and I really like what you have to say, there's a strong chance I'm going to share that with my circle.
Right.
And, that's really good for you. People forget about that part.
Yeah.
And they think that it's just all about them buying from me. Well, I have a little money. I buy from people.
I have friends.
Yeah, and I have people that buy things. Yeah. So, take the meeting.
Take the meeting. I never not take a meeting unless I forget. Mary Ropp is the best.
Aw.
Mary doesn't have her glasses on, so I don't.
There's never going to be glasses on. Maybe 10 more years, maybe.
Maybe LASIK?
I already had that.
Well, there's a good plug. So another thing, the book is really great. It's an ebook. It's simple. That's what I loved about it. Like, I read it pretty quickly, and I'm a slow reader. And it has a story. Like she said, it's relatable, and so that makes it really quick. But it has like literally verbiage that you can take, insert your name and your business here. So, I mean, it's when all of these people in town are reading your book, we're all just going to be setting the same meetings because we're all using Mary Ropp's, her voice. And so I also wanted to move on because you are very involved with things. You're very passionate about a lot of things. And I'm just going to read Mary's accolades.
Stop. This
is impressive. It's awesome. So
they should read the Go-Giver book so that they really understand where the heart is of it. Because I think if you have a giving spirit, then and you give without keeping track.
Oh,
that's the whole idea. And so
I love that.
I think that if you want to have a happy life, then you'll be a giving person.
It's like karma. It's like law, reciprocity, all that fun stuff. Okay, so what Mary has been involved in and is involved in. Sit down. Get comfortable.
No, stop. We don't need to do this.
No, we do. It's fun. I love it. Women's Network, City of Refuge, Junior Achievement of Central Missouri, Heart of Missouri Way. She was in a Rotary and also has been president. She has her blog. She's an author of her ebook, Great Circle, True North, and she's on the board for a women's business center. So that's a cool and impressive. Impressive. I don't even know what
I don't think
oppressive
is bad. I think
that it's not. It's impressive is what I was going. And as a person, like, I love doing things. I feel like we have the same, like, giving heart.
I think I met you at BNI. Did I meet you at BNI?
Sure.
Was it when,
Something.
yeah.
Some networking event. I don't know.
Yeah. Chamber? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But how, like, there's such a thing as, like, being too involved. And so, like, do you ever feel like you've hit that? Or what do you feel like is, how do you say yes? Do you ever say no? And if you say no, how is that?
I think
a lot of questions.
Yeah. So I think that it was hard in the beginning to find things that I was passionate about, because it's easy to get passionate about a lot of things.
Like becoming an artist.
Yeah. So I think the important thing is when you get involved with something, not someone. I'm only involved with one.
Sorry, Greg.
Whoops.
Things are coming out now.
When you get involved with something, I think that it's important to make sure that you're bringing other people in to be involved, and you're growing that involvement, so it's not just you. So for Great Circle, for instance, I was on the board for Great Circle, and when it was time for someone else to be on the board, because I only have so many, I only have a skill set, so much that I can offer, but I can find other people with other skill sets to come and be part of an organization. And so when it was time for me to say, okay, it's time for another skill set, I replaced myself on the board. I offered up people who were willing to serve. And then I also found other people who were willing to do things for Great Circle. And so that's really how I've done everything. Junior Achievement, I'm not on the board for Junior Achievement anymore. I'm very proud of the work that we did with Junior Achievement, but of course I found a replacement for myself. Right. So I don't think you can ever walk away without finding that replacement. That's part of the job, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's very respectful of the organization too.
Yeah,
very much so.
Yeah.
So I just completely lost my train of thought.
That's how I roll off. You were kind of saying, how do you get some of it off your plate? So you because I want to do other things too. I don't want to always be doing the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
But then I'm always really kind of connected to the organization because you just have your heartstrings pulled for it. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, out of these, like, what's your passion project? Like, which
today?
one do you?
Well, the Women's Business Center is really important.
Shout out,
which is
them.
Yeah, which I saw Jamie come in here. Jamie Fredericks, that's who started the Women's Business Center, and so now Jesse Yankee is the executive director, and supporting them, helping them. That's really important to me because it helps so many more, right?
Right.
It's multiple helping. That would probably be my number one. I really, really like Rotary. I like Rotary because our group is great. You're in my Rotary, so of course my group is great.
Monday evenings, 5:15, Grand Crew.
Just saying. Our speaker Monday is Peter Stiepelman, so Columbia Public Schools. But I like Rotary because I learn a lot about our community. That's where I've learned everything about our community.
I've learned so much about it. The goods and the needs
struggles
improvements.
But the other thing is Rotary helps me do service work and do that giving back, and it's all organized.
Yes.
So I don't have to go and find when I can offer my time. It's structured and organized, and that helps me with a busy life and others. It helps. I like that Rotary's 1 hour, and they are like. We are like the bell dings in 1 hour, and like it's
done. Bye.
The herd leaves. It's amazing, and everyone. I can find an hour.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I really like that. But I'm passionate about all of those things. So.
And I think with Rotary, like it's being a giver, like I want to do everything, and it's helped me hone down to actually, because it was like I wanted to give more and do more, but it takes time to figure out who to help, what they need, when you go, and doing that by yourself. But then now over Rotary, we've been in for a year and a half, and so we've been able to help.
We're almost done with the second president, so it's 2.5 years.
Oh my God, that went by fast.
And we do a project every single month.
Yeah.
So now you can say, I've done 24 service projects
or not started one. So that's which is what kind of how it was. But working at the food bank, giving back, and just really learning about what's in here, like the children and the poverty that's in Columbia. not that I ignored it, but like you don't know what you don't know. And I think it's so interesting to see and open up your eyes and really find another thing that you could be passionate about that, but you didn't even know that you were passionate about it.
Yep, that's Rotary.
And as simple as like donating one coat, how much that could do, and or like one prom dress, and it's like there's so many like little things that you can do instead of feeling like you have to, you know, create a 5K for an organization, like.
Which I think I tried to do that once, but that didn't work.
That'd be fun. Well, I don't know. We might walk. At least, well, we do have the younger Rotary, so
Thank goodness.
Might be a little bit more to do. Yeah. All right. So support system, because you are talk about like Greg, or who do you lean on? Like with being. Like when you're in, I feel like you're the type of person that, like you're all in. Like you're like we talked about, like you're not gonna half-ass it, and so you have your schedule, but that also takes a support system to know.
Greg Ropp. I mean, obviously, 34 years. I'm like we've been married longer than everyone I know has been alive. So
me, only by 2 years.
Yeah, we're still and. Yeah, so Greg he's a rock. Sorry, he puts up with a lot. He puts up a lot. He's really, really wonderful. My kids are really good. They're very, very good. And then I have several mentors here in town that are good at giving me advice and helping me with stuff, and sometimes I blog about them and I name them so then they know. I think it's important to have a support system, but it won't be one person because someone's going to be really good at one of your stress points, and then someone else will be totally good at helping you with something else. Right. I wouldn't go to my accountant for a medical situation, just like that. So it's the same.
Right. Maybe
I would. My accountant's great. So I think it's really important to figure out who your person is, and then you got to trust them too. They because if you're going to have a support system, you have to be able to. I call it get naked. Kind of. Like you, when you came and talked to me about that injury the first time, you got naked. Yeah, kind of. And it's really important because
you guys weren't like
bearing your soul.
Yeah,
it's harder than getting naked.
Absolutely.
And so it's important if you're going to have someone that you want to seek advice from, and you have to trust them. Right. And you have to tell them what's going on and what you need their help with. And So,
and I think with that, turning it around, you have to be ready for maybe some tough feedback.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, which I think, I think of Mary as somebody who's very direct. Like, I knew it was either going to be like, you're crazy, let's just maybe go back to real estate, or like, let's go.
But you were good at too. I mean,
I was just burned out. Ugh, I don't miss that. I miss the people. I don't really miss showing houses on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Now I do hatchery things on Saturday night. But being direct, and I feel like for me, that's who you were, and I was ready for that. And some people don't like that,
or they're not ready for it.
Not ready for
they think they are, and they're not. And so, sometimes your advice might be wrong,
right?
You don't know. One thing, if you're going to ask for advice, you really need to listen. I don't think you always have to take action on it, because you have to do what's right for you and what's in your heart. But you have to listen, and you have to appreciate that. I think if you're going to be an advice giver, you've got to be nice, but no one needs you to tell them something that you don't believe. So if you're going to give them advice that you really don't feel, if you're going to be nice and not be truthful,
well, it's not doing either parties any good.
No. And the other thing is I don't think that you should give advice unless they ask you for it. And I relate this to when I had my children. So this might be good for
Lord,
parents.
yes.
How much advice do you get when you have kids? Everyone gives you advice.
Yeah.
Unsolicited, may I say. So I try not to give my children advice, although I have a lot of advice to give them on their children.
Take this if you want.
Take it if you want. That is exactly what it sounds like. No, so I received so much advice when my kids were little, and it was unsolicited. And I kind of use that as how I feel. I'm not going to give someone advice unless they ask for it. I don't think it's going to be helpful.
Right.
They're not ready to receive it.
Yeah, it's going to just go like one and out the other.
Yeah. So that's my thing on.
Yeah. No, I think, and we talked about it a little bit before we came on, because we apparently can talk all day.
Yeah.
That sometimes like the hard advice is hard to give, but we need it a lot of times. And so it's kind of like participation ribbons. Like, I said it before we turned it on, like, not everybody wins. Sorry, kids. Like, not everyone wins. Like, life's hard. Yeah. And I think that you need sometimes, and that's exactly why I went to you to come up with this idea. Like, I needed somebody to cut me straight, because if I found somebody that's knows the business world, knows the community, and maybe has heard the idea before or something like that, because you'd be like, no. Or, hey, have you thought about this or that? Because when you have your own idea, you have your own vision, it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be a good business.
Yeah.
And so you need somebody to cut you straight. So I get that label. Like, I'm that friend. They're like,
but that's good.
Yeah.
That's
and
a
it's
good
like,
thing.
sorry, and it's, don't take it, but it might hurt. But I think we also just need to kind of get out of our own way sometimes. And I think the phrase I love is, you can't see the picture from inside the frame. And so maybe like they can give you a different perspective, which is helpful.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. All right.
All
Do you
right.
have anything else?
I think you have, my whole life is written on this book here.
I'm very much in notes, especially by Friday, like my brain done. But thank you.
Thanks for having me. This was really fun. A little exposing.
When Mary got naked.
Yeah.
Oh, my mother-in-law and my friend Ashley. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Ashley. They're wonderful.
That's nice.
I know.
I think it's so cool that your family and friends are supporting you, and I'm paying mine to buy my book. So.
Well, I tell them, and we've done like 3,900 of these. So people kind of know, but.
I will do one more. I'm going to do another book. I don't know what it's going to be about.
Yay.
But yeah.
That's exciting.
Well, let's just.
Yeah.
Let's see
go
if we
buy
can pay
Mary's
for this
book.
one.
If you are in sales, I really, really highly encourage you to go buy Mary's book. It's a quick read. It cuts the chase. There is no fluff that you have to be like. Sometimes you read a book and like the first 20 pages are like, this is what it's going to get to. This is the secret. This is what we're going to, and it's like, tell me what you're talking about. And so it's very much to the point, and I think it's almost too like a workbook.
Oh, good.
Because you have the verbiage. You can go back, like try it, see what you missed or didn't do.
Yeah.
So,
Cheeks in the
cheeks
seats.
and seeks.
Cheeks in the seats.
In the seats. I was actually, when I first thought of it, I was like, butts in seats? No, that probably can't be it. But it's kind of, because it's cheeks.
Yeah.
But cheeks in the seats. And you can find that at maryroppsales.com. And then there's ebook. You click that and you purchase it. So, yeah.
Easy.
Oh, hi. That's my friends too, Justin and Sheena. They're
That's
from
cool.
Kansas City. They're in town.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to Kansas City.
Oh, well, yeah.
Perfect.
Well, safe drive.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for doing it.
Congratulations. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you very much. And Flat Branch Jim, you're obviously got a golden nugget here. So,
a nugget. For sure a nugget.
Yeah. But yeah, congratulations on everything. And
thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
For Rotary.
Because Peter Stiepelman is speaking.
Don't miss it. Yeah.
Hey, you can come as my guest or Amanda's guest.
Fine. We can share.
Yeah. Perfect.
We'll share.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Happy weekend.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. That was a long one.
Sorry.
But clearly, don't be sorry.
I told Greg 15 minutes.
Well, Reagan can't, and I can't even keep to 15 minutes. I think these interviews are always going to be more. I'll put it on there, like, do this while you're folding laundry, or like,
Yes.
doing something to hear
Feel
us
free to not watch.
chatter. Yeah. Yes, just listen. All
All right, thanks.
Bye, everybody. Have a
Bye-bye.
good weekend.